I know anything, I know about helping you to live your best life, and I know about teaching you how to make more money, okay? Because that's what I've done for myself. Look at this view. Look at this view. It is okay to charge your friends, baby. I grew up in the hood. I ain't never had no money. Ain't nobody teach me nothing about no money. This is I made so much money from insurance posts, darling. Look at these legs, darling. Hey, so my mama can charge me, you can charge your friends.
I'm a lucky mother sucker and I love it. I stay winning every day and every night. And my haters kinda tight. They just hating out of spite. Cause I stay winning. 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 Every hour, every day. I don't care what people say. Cause my life is kinda great. Cause I stay winning. I ain't taking no more losses. I stay winning. And I only roll with bosses.
So, hey my loves. We at my office today. So, I have a meeting, thank you so much. I'll take his as well. They got your thing? Okay, thank you. Only valet here at MJ Harris Global Enterprises, my dear. So we're here at my office. I've got meetings, but before we even go into my meetings, I'm gonna answer a question that came in from David in Chicago. The question is this. He says to me, MJ, I'm working a full-time job. I wanna make extra money. How can I make some extra money? What's some side hustle, some ways you can get this money, get this coin? So we're gonna talk about that, okay? Before we even talk about that, can you get into this outfit? Can you get into this look? Hold on, you gotta get the curves, get the everything, get the pharaohs, get the everything. Okay, my goodness, okay, darling? Okay. So, oh my God. So anyway, I believe you can't live a limitless life if you are living on one stream of income, all right? Because what if that income dries up? What if you walk into your job tomorrow and they sit up here and saying, hey, boo-boo, you fired. Or babe, boo-boo, we cutting back, you're laid off. You know what I mean? This happens all the time. We have a recession. Do you know we've had almost 17 recessions in the last 100 years? Something that could happen. That's why you need multiple streams. So if one stream dry up, you got another stream. If your boss acting kind of froggy, acting crazy, you're like, okay, that's cute, Jane. But I got other money. Okay, so let's get up in here. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna give you all some ways that I myself made extra money, because I'm side hustle Sally, baby. When I was working my full-time job, that's what I did. So I got some folks waiting for me in my meeting down the hall. So let's just go into the conference room real fast. We'll have a little conversation together about this, okay? So for those of y'all who don't know me already, my name is Malcolm MJ Harris. And if I know anything, I know how to help you live your best life, and I know how to teach you how to make more money, baby. So what I want you to do is hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so that you can turn on your notifications to get more of my videos, darling. So for me, I started my businesses. I've got 2 multi-million-dollar businesses that I run right here from my beautiful office here in Los Angeles, California, right here between Beverly Hills and Bel Air. It's been incredible for me, and I started these businesses while working a full-time job, okay? So it's not like I had a bunch of money. I was deep in debt. I was working a job I hated, but I started these businesses while working a full-time job. I want to teach you about how I use the ability to turn side hustles into a full business, okay? All right, so look at this view, baby. Look at this view. Look at this view. Look at this view. Okay, it's gorgeous. So let me show you where we're at. That's Bel Air and Beverly Hills. That's Bel Air over there, okay? Bel Air, this is the golf course. They're fabulous. I don't play a lick of golf. They did offer to give me like 3 sessions one time. I said, well, honey, I'll have to give them to somebody else. I think I gave it to my agent. So anyway, so you go over here. Here is Beverly Hills. There's the Beverly Hilton. May Whitney rest in peace. All right, it's beautiful. Okay, so let me tell you this. We'll just have a seat before I go into my meeting. So for me, I'm gonna go through some of the side hustles that were able to make me extra money. In some cases, they were making me more than my full-time income. And in several cases, they turned into businesses at this point in my life, okay? So let's start with the first side hustle I did when I was in corporate America. So back when I was in corporate America, I was what they call a management consultant, which basically means I was a person who I went to other companies to help them to change things in their companies. I helped them to train their employees. I helped them to cut costs. I had big clients. I mean, if you look in your wallet, some of your credit card companies were my client. You look in your refrigerator, some of those sodas you were drinking, those were my clients. So you would say I had a good job. I was making over $100,000 a year, but I just knew I did not want to be dependent on that job because I had a friend. I was coming to work one day one of my friends, as I'm walking in, he's walking out, security's walking with him, he's holding a box of his stuff. And I said, what's going on, boo-boo, what's happening? He said, I got laid off today. So when he got up that morning, he thought he had a job, but baby, within an hour of getting to work, he didn't have a job no more. And so I said, I can't be dependent on these people. I'm not being dependent on nobody to make sure I can pay my bills. So I said, let me get me a good side hustle. Plus, I ain't like my job. So I think if I can get a good side hustle and grow into a business, maybe that could allow me to leave my job. So here was the first side hustle I did. Now, some of y'all will have this available to you within your own company that you're working for right now. In a lot of cases, companies will pay you money. Listen to me when I say this. They will pay you money to help them find new employees, because you got to think about it like this. If I'm a company, and which I am, I have 2 of them, and I want to hire a recruiter to help me get a new employee for my company, guess how much recruiters charge? They charge you normally whatever that person's monthly salary is. So if I'm saying go find me somebody that I can pay, I don't know, $60,000 a year, I gotta pay that recruiter $5,000 for that person, because that's their commission. So that can be expensive. So what some companies will say is, listen, if you're an employee of the company and you have a friend, you have somebody you know, and we hire them, we'll give you a referral bonus. Okay, I like that. Look at that, look at that. That's the money. That's the money fingers, baby. So they'll say, we'll give you a referral bonus, okay? Baby, my company offered that. So I went ahead, I put in this guy for a job. Guess how much they were paying out for referral bonuses? $2,500 to $9,500, baby. I put him in. Bam, he got placed with the job. So I got like $5,000 for that. I said, baby. So you know what I started doing? I said, I'm not gonna wait on people to ask me if they can get a job in my company. I'm gonna go out to people. So I started going through LinkedIn, right? And start finding people who did roles that were similar to the roles that we were hiring for, right? And I would say, hey, I'm working with XYZ company. I'm not a recruiter, but I am an employee and I can refer you in. Take a look at this role. Would you be interested? Before you knew it, my first year, I got 7 people put in, and I was averaging somewhere about $5,000 a head. So you think that was $35,000 in extra income that I made my first year putting folks in. My next year, I got about 14 people, right? So we're almost at $70,000. My next year, I did the same thing. So I did that for years, and it was good extra money. I was like, this is good extra income, but I'm still dependent on this one company because they're paying me my salary, plus they're paying me these referral bonuses, but still it's from the same company. And if I lose my job as an employee, I don't have access to the referral bonuses. So I said, I gotta do something else. Bam, you know what hit me? Insurance, baby, okay? So this is the house that insurance built, darling. You wanna get a good clip of me? This is my insurance. I made so much money from insurance posts, darling. Look at these legs, darling. I said, when you're the CEO like me, darling, and you built this business as high atop Beverly Hills, you whatever the hell you wanna wear, okay? So nonetheless, I'm a hoop, baby. I'm a hoop, but listen, today, I have just over 1,500 people that I've recruited to my team. Almost 1,600 people, literally. But for me, I got into the insurance business as a side hustle, and it was the easiest thing on earth. Let me tell you this, okay? So here's the thing. Everybody gonna die at some point in time, so everybody needs some life insurance, period. Everybody is going to experience potentially getting a disability or getting hurt or getting ill or injured to the point where they're not able to work, even if whether it's for a short period of time or a long period of time. You will experience it, or you may know someone who will experience it. So you need insurance for that to cover your income if ever you're not able to work. If you are so blessed to live long enough, you may need someone to come into your home in your elderly years to help you out. The thing that pays for that is called long-term care insurance. Even for retirement, people use insurance to help pay for their retirement, because a lot of people think of life insurance as something that pays out upon death. Life insurance companies pay out, literally, they pay out money to help you with your retirement costs, to help you pay for your living expenses. I said, so this is something that everybody needs, and it is so lucrative. You make so much money. It's one of the top paying industries in the world. And literally, you don't have to do it full time. So what I did was this. At the advice of my grandmother, who's been in the life insurance industry since 1981, she's a life insurance sales professional, I went ahead and got my insurance license. And it was real easy. I went to like a class at some Holiday Inn in the suburbs of DC, because that's where I used to live, in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Took the class like on a Saturday and a Sunday. Couple hours each day. Studied for an hour a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right? I did it during my lunch break. And then took my test on Friday, passed it, bam. With that license, I could sell insurance both in my home state, and I could have my license transferred to be able to sell in any other state. It was fabulous, and I never had to take another test again. I took that, and let me tell you how life insurance pays. And let's say I sell you a life insurance policy, which is what I started doing, selling policies to my family members, my friends, that kind of stuff. So let's say you buy a life insurance policy from me for $100 a month. right? So here's how the insurance companies normally pay out the commissions. They say, whatever we made for the first year, the insurance company doesn't really keep that money. That's one of the secrets of our industry. So that $100 a month, multiplied by 12 for the first year, so that's $1,200, right? That money is paid out to your insurance agency that you work with. So depending on where you are on the commission scale, so if you're probably new to the industry, some companies pay you as little as maybe a third of that. So you make $400 for selling that policy, which literally took you probably 20 minutes to fill out an application for. So for 20 minutes, you can make $400. Our company pays people, we normally start people around like the 60% rate. So with that said, for doing that one policy, that's $720, $720. So imagine if you're just doing, you know, 2 of those a week, that's $1,400 extra a week. That's almost $60,000 a year just doing that. Now for me, I had to kill it, baby. Now my first couple months, I didn't do so well. I made $600 total in my first 6 months in the industry. But in my 6th month, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get some training and I'm gonna learn. So I started training and learning and getting mentored in it. In my 6th month, guess how much I earned? $10,109, baby. That was far more than I was making within my full-time job. I said, I'm hooked, baby. So, and this was a side hustle. I was doing this on nights and weekends while working a full-time job, because with life insurance, you can sell somebody a policy over the phone. Now, don't tell my business. I'm gonna tell you this now, right? Because what I used to do, even when I was at work, and I'd have a client who would say, yeah, I wanna buy a policy from you, but I'm at work today. I can't, you know, I got things to do in the evening, whatever it may be. Here's what I would say. I said, well, don't worry, baby. Just let me know what time works for you during the day. I would go into a conference room at my job just like this. And when I go into the conference room, I would do the policy over the phone, because you can do e-applications. So the person on the phone with you, you're typing information in, you click submit, the person's able to sign it with their mobile phone. Bam, the application goes to the insurance company. Some insurance companies approve the application within a day. Their next payday, sometimes they pay the next day commissions. Bam, you got that money in your account. I was killing it, okay? Now for me, I was dipping in both pots. So I did that for a good couple of years, and then eventually I was making so much money from insurance that I was like, listen, it don't make sense for me to stay within my full-time job and do insurance. I can make more money by focusing my energy on insurance. Because if I was making well over $100,000 a year just doing insurance as a side hustle. So I was like, if I can do that just on nights and weekends, imagine if I did this full time. So bam, switched into insurance full time. But herein lies the problem. Insurance was my only income stream still, right? And I don't care if it's your own business or not, you should never depend on just one income stream. So I left my job and I'm doing insurance, but now that's the only place I'm earning money from. And baby, the chickens came home to roost, and I realized I needed another side hustle, because here's what happened. So I want you to picture this, okay? So I get into my insurance business. I'm doing it full time, baby. I'm killing it, making so much money, it'll make your head spin. And I was already coming from a full-time job making 6 figures, but insurance dwarfed that. It made me, the money I was making from insurance, just coming into it to do it full time after I left my full-time job, made my full-time job look like I was working at Burger King. Nothing against working at Burger King, but it was just really good. But here's the problem that hit, right? See, you gotta understand, baby. I grew up in the hood. I ain't never had no money. Ain't nobody teach me nothing about no money. Okay, so I start making all this money from this side hustle that turned into a business. I'm enjoying this money. I'm spending it like crazy. Clearly, darling, I like a nice garment. Let me show you what I'm wearing. I don't normally show off. Look at these shoes, darling. Look at this garment. Look at this garment here. Let me stand up. Look at this garment right here, okay? Look at this top. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at these diamonds, darling. Clearly. Okay, and look at this body, yada yada. It ain't free, baby. I pay trainers for this, okay? So you know, I'm a gal with a big lifestyle, okay, baby? And so, with that said, I was just spending and spending and spending. I remember the first time I got a good check, okay? I went to Saks Fifth Avenue, listen to this, and I bought a full-length cashmere coat. Why do you need a full-length cashmere coat, baby? It was the ugliest thing I could have ever bought, but I said, I can afford it. Why not? And it's so soft. Baby, I think that thing cost me $1,400, $1,500. That's the kind of dumb stuff I was doing with money. So it goes without saying that eventually I started spending more than what I was making. I was charging up money on my credit card to fill the gap. You know, with business, income goes up and down. So in a good month, I had good money to spend. In a bad month, I had to go for credit to fill the gap for this lifestyle I built. Here's the thing. So I'm doing all this, and I'm doing my business, but here's the problem. I'm overspending and I'm still dependent on one income stream, right? Because before I was working a full-time job and the insurance was the second income stream. Now I'm just doing insurance. Think about this, okay? So I said, okay, something's gotta change. So I said, you need another income stream. Well, we hit a rough patch with the business. Income just kind of just went down for a period of time. That's what happens in business. That's like, I need to make more money. But here's the thing. I've been doing videos on social media for a while, just for fun. It was no big deal. I was just doing inspirational videos, motivational videos, and things of that nature, just to help people, live their best life. That's always been my passion. Well, finally, one of my good friends said to me, he said, you know what? You've been teaching people how to live your best life. Your knowledge can be another income stream for you. Now y'all listen, because some of this y'all can relate to this. Listen. Your knowledge is another income stream for you. You're giving your knowledge away for free. Your friends are asking you for advice on this, ask you to help them with their resume on that. You do all this stuff. Some of the stuff you're doing for your full-time job, you could be doing that on the side as a consultant or creating an online course, which is what I decided to do. I said, if I know any one thing, I know how to sell, and I know how to sell insurance very, very, very well. So what I did was I took a little money out of my pocket, charged the credit card, because I told you I was overspending that. Charged the credit card, but it was an investment in myself. And what I did was I created another side hustle for myself. I created an online course to teach people how to sell insurance, baby. I created that thing. It sold like wildfire because people want to know what I knew. And at the very least, I had already had proof. I know what I'm talking about. You got credentials. You know what you're talking about. And so for me, that became a side hustle in addition to my business income. Was I started selling my knowledge. I created my first online course. I then started doing webinars to teach about things. In some cases, I'd have 1,000 people on a webinar. In some cases, I don't have 50 people on a webinar. It didn't matter. I said, I'm going to stop giving my knowledge away for free, and I'm going to start charging for what's valuable, because the reality is that within you've got valuable knowledge. You know how to do things. You got valuable skills, and you keep on giving yourself away for free. Let me tell you this. It is okay to charge your friends, baby. Everybody I work with, I know and I like. I say, people say, I don't feel comfortable charging my friends. I say, why not, baby? I charge everybody, okay? My mother charged me. She's the general manager of my company, and she certainly collect that check every 2 weeks, okay? So my mama can charge me. You can charge your friends. So let me review the side hustle or the ways to earn extra money. The first one is looking at your existing company and seeing, do they have referral programs within it that you can make money by referring team members to them? That's the first thing. The second way to make extra money while working a full-time job or while working a part-time job is, I gotta tell you, I'm biased. Coming into the insurance industry, it is one of the most lucrative industries in the world, literally. I don't know too many other spaces where you can literally make over $1,000 for a half hour of work. There are people who literally work 1 day a week and they're making more money than people who work in 50, 60 hours a week. It's because of just how dynamic our compensation structure is in this industry, okay? And the third option is looking at, what do you already do well and how can you turn that into a business, okay? I'll tell you a tip around how to turn it into a business. Find what you do best, right? Whatever that may be. Don't worry about if you know how to turn into a business right now. What I want you to do is find what you do best and go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to whatever platforms and look up other people. They don't have to be in your area who are making money from that very thing that you would be interested in creating a business within. Because what I always say is, don't innovate, imitate, okay? So go look at how they're doing what they do and look at what's their pricing, how's their website look. That's all a business is, some decent marketing, a service model, and make sure you have a way to charge people money. And of course, if you're interested in coming into the insurance industry, all you have to do is go to www.joinnationalcare.com. It's a webinar that we have. It's like, takes 20 minutes to watch, if that much. That can kind of teach you about what it is that we do. If you're interested, you can sign up and join my team right then and there. It doesn't matter where you are as long as you're in the United States. We don't have any opportunities for folks outside of the United States right now, but don't worry, we're working on that, all right? And if it's not something for you, send the link to somebody else, because some of y'all got some kids at home, just got out of college, and you like, listen, this child needs to make some money because I'm tired of feeding him. Or you got that spouse where you say, listen, baby, I love you to death, baby, I need you to bring in an extra coin, bring some dollars, okay? So this may be a blessing for somebody else. But nonetheless, what I want you to do, above all, rather you take my recommendations or you look for other recommendations, make sure that you are building another income stream for yourself. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, this world is not an easy place, nor is it a kind place for people who are dependent on one income stream, okay? You need to have multiple income streams because you don't want to have your future and your financial stability dependent on some job, what they decide to let you go. So anyway, I'm gonna do my post notification shout out before we close out this video, but can we get the view of me and of outside. Let me get myself together, darling, okay? Do I look good? Do I look fresh? Okay? All right, so we gotta do the walk. Do the walk. Do the walk, 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 walk. Look at the view. Look at the view. We got Beverly Hills and we got me. I don't know what's better. Anyway, what I want y'all to do while I'm getting my post notification shout out together is I want you to comment below this video and let me know if you have another idea for a side hustle or something like that that you would like to recommend for people, or something that you're doing. Hey, you know, it may be a great thing for other people to look into the same thing. So my post notification shout out today is going to go to Jonathan Holly. Okay, now let me tell you this, all right? Jonathan was one of my closest friends when I was in high school. He was so wonderful, so loving, so nurturing, you know what I mean? And he just really stood in my corner because I was a little shy, introverted kid and he was in my corner. So it was such a blessing. I haven't talked to him in probably over a decade to see him commenting on my videos. I'm gonna give him a shout out. He says, MJ, this episode was powerful. He's talking about my episode where I interviewed my friend Natasha about her daughter. And she says, you both set a lot of folks free sharing the truth of God's love, all right? And that's the truth. I believe, whether you believe in God, the universe, or whatever, I believe that omnipotent power loves us all and accepts us all as we are. He says, I loved everything about it. So thank you so much. And if you want to ask me any questions that you want me to cover on camera, all I want you to do is write to www.askmjonline.com. It's www.askmjonline.com. I can answer your questions about money. I can answer your questions about men. I can answer your questions about anything you need me to do. Baby, all I'm here to do is help you live your best life. And I do that by sharing advice from my own life. Baby, I'm always raw. I'm always real. But one thing I always do is give you the unfiltered truth so that you can live your best life. All right, folks? So just get a good look at the view up in here. Look at the view, baby. And here's what I want you to know. Don't sit up here and say, ooh, MJ, I wish I was you. I admire you so much. I appreciate your admiration. See me as an example of what's possible for your life, because everything I've done for my life, you can do that and more. And that's what I'm here to do, is I'm here to be a guide to you to help you live your best life so that you can live within your full potential. Have a good one, folks.